Yo guys, Beast, back with some more beastly content. Today we are going to be doing every single Morphic chest located in the Daytona WetLands. So, first things first, we're going to start by going to Deadsville. We're going to go ahead and get the first 4 out of the way. So, I'm going to do this into a couple different segments. So, first of all, I'm going to do 4 here. Just that are all pretty close together real quickly and easy to do. Do be warned, this is going to be a long video just because of the fact that we are going to be covering like 14 or 15 Morphic chests. I mean, it's a ton and ton of Morphic chests. This is perfect for the seasonal goal that might get you some Starchrome, like, 1,500 of it or something, or maybe even more if you complete some more objectives. But the first one we're headed to is right here. I do believe I've already marked it on my map, so we're just going to go ahead and get there. All we do is take a left from Deadsville. Go on until you get to the first turn off down that road. Go down it, and you're going to go ahead and find the chest up just a bit down from here. So, when I first got here, I couldn't figure out where the heck the chest was because I didn't really understand how these works because this was the first Morphic chest I ever unlocked. So you got to push Q in order to like do your snappy fingers thing, and then the chest will appear. And it turns out the chest is actually a living chest that you will have to be killing here. So we killed the chest, and look, we got the rewards. The chest is just on the beach outside of this area here. I showed you where to mark it on your map. If you go to that area, you will find this beach. This is the beach. Here's the chest. On to the next one. This is how this video is going to be. It's going to be very quick. We're just going to go to the next area now as fast as possible, of course. We got to get there, and get our next chest. So like I said, all of these are pretty close together. This one's going to be located on this farm area there. You've seen all the hay bales and stuff. You've probably been to this farm before. I think it's supposed to be a busy bee farm, or a buzzy bee farm, but I've never gotten a buzzy bee out of it. But anyway, as you can see here, by the hay bales over here, he is our Morphic chest of the day here. We're going to go ahead and collect this Morphic chest and be on to the next one here. All of these are giving mediocre rewards for me. However, this guide is usable for a new player, and a new player can technically do this to complete the Phase 4 goals and get themselves like 1,500 Starchrome, even if they're low level, so that they can still unlock sets out of the shop and things like that. And Morphic chests just give good loot. They give, energy links when you need them, all sorts of things. They're fun to do. But on to the next one. It's actually going to be up here on this mountain-ish looking area that we're pointing at here. As you can see there, we have it marked on your map. Go ahead and mark it on your map. If I remember correctly, and I think it's this next one, this one, I didn't actually find the official Morphic chest, but there is one of those red orb events nearby that has a chest that looks just like a Morphic chest. I don't know or remember if it says Morphic chest. Maybe that's the chest the map genie that I'm looking at is talking about. However, I just could, for the life of me, could not find it. And no, it's not this one. This is a different one. So this one, I went up on top of the mountain here because the map showed it like really close to this mountain. I couldn't really tell. If you're up here on top looking around for this Morphic chest, you are messing up because the actual answer to this is actually very simple. So all you're going to do is go ahead and jump off the cliff here, guys. Don't worry about climbing around here. It's not on the lower ledge. It's all the way down at the bottom ledge of the cliff. All the way down here, you will see there is our Morphic chest. It was hiding in plain sight the whole time. It took me like 10 minutes to find this thing. I thought it was on top of the mountain, guys. I did not realize it was down here in the valley. But as you can see here, another Morphic chest down. Let's get on to the next location. Like I said, this is a 20-minute video. And look there, another gingerbread house. So, aside from the seasonal goal, you can also get the gingerbread house, which will give you the invisible cookie, which basically turns you invisible, or it's the transformation cookie or something like that. I think you can like transform into other objects or turn invisible or something like that. I've heard it can give you invisibility. I'm pretty sure that's what the gingerbread cookie does. But regardless, I've gotten like 4 of them in this here event here. So one of my seasonal goals is also the gingerbread house. So this knocks out getting this gingerbread house and the seasonal goal. But on to the next one. I did just show you where to mark it on your map. We are headed there now. It's marked on our map. As you can see here, sometimes we like to just cut through the fields. And you can do the same thing if you want to follow along here because this is sped up, but hopefully you can still see what's going on and see which way I'm going and stuff. You can slow it down the times one if you have to really figure it out here. But here is this next area, and this one might be the one that I couldn't actually find, but I did find an event going on here. No, this one's here too. Okay, so as you can see, here it is, right behind this giant boulder here. It's super easy to find. On to the next one. Oh yeah, so as you can see there is some energy links amazing, not really, but we're doing this for a quest anyway, and I'm just covering every single one of the chests in this area so that you can look at a video and see every single chest location available, you know. So let's get on to the next area. We're gonna go ahead and get it marked on the map here. Alrighty, so the next area is actually going to be over here on this little dirt road here, and then it's going to be like right up to the side of the mountain there is where you're going to want to put your marker. Right here on the end of that road there. Put your marker there, it'll take you right to it, but let's go ahead and get traveling there. That's the case with all of this stuff, but I still like to show the travels just in case, you know, you get confused or something and don't know how I got there. I'm going to go ahead and show it. It's just really sped up. Video's 20 minutes. Probably should have cut out the traveling, but it does not take that much time, and it's just better, I think, for watching it. If you want to skip the traveling, you can go ahead. I think I eventually will be putting timestamps on this video, letting you know what part is the traveling and what part is the objective. But as you can see here, right here, you see this tent-looking thing here? You see it? Well, all you gotta do is walk up the ladders of it and walk on top of it and hit the Q button, and boom, there's your Morphic chest. Actually, you probably already hit the Q button before you even got up there, so he's probably already just sitting there waiting for you to shoot him, and some great guy put a whisper there so we couldn't loot the chest the first time. Let's try again. So, here we go. There is our Morphic chest, and let's kill this bad guy right here. And Morphic chest, and hey look, a bonus storage chest. Once again, giving us low level junk. But hey, for low levels, this is great. I'm level 46, 47, so, no, 46. So, not as big a deal as me, but I am very grateful for the Morphic chest because I need the seasonal goal. On to the next objective area. Alrighty, and actually what we're going to do is go ahead and fast travel back to our base just so that we can fast travel back to Deadsville. All these other ones are on the completely opposite side of Deadsville, so we're just going to go ahead and travel back to Deadsville so that we are able to go ahead and get to these next little marker objective areas. So as you can see here, the first one's just outside of Deadsville actually, and we're going to go ahead and head there right now. We've got it marked on the map, so you can go ahead and head there too. As you can see here, there's this anywhere sign. It's kind of a trippy sign. When you drive by it, you're like, hey, that's kind of a cool sign. As you can see here, though, I'm thinking this one might actually be the undiscoverable one, the one I could not find for the life of me. It claims it's marked in this area, but I could not find it. However, there is a red orb event that is going on back here, and it does drop this chest when you beat it. And it may have even said Morphic chest. So this may be the official Morphic chest. Regardless, it will have a mini feaster in it because it's a red orb event. So definitely worth doing for low levels because a mini feaster is a great attack all enemy deviant for when you're battling, you know. So we're going to get on to this next one now. So this next one is going to be just before the Coliseum area. It's actually just going to be right here by this little road area. So we're going to go ahead and head to here now. Once again, I'm going to be keeping in the traveling just because I do want to show you the exact path I took so that you don't get confused and can't find it for some reason, even though if you mark it on your map, it'll lead you right to it. Can't stress this enough. If you're having trouble finding it, mark it on your map. Make it a lot easier. If you're really precise with it, you'd actually get it exactly where it is. And if you aren't, that's why it takes me a second to mark it, is because I'm waiting to get it right exactly where it's showing it at. Because if you get it precisely, you may literally put the marker on the Morphic chest. Because I've gotten so close to it before. But as you can see here, this is the next objective area right here. Well, almost. We're still getting there. But we're almost at the next objective. This one actually took us quite a bit. I think we may have went the long way on this one. I think that might have been what messed us up here. But as you can see, we are still going. Oh yeah, here we go. So this one is the Coliseum one. So this one right here is amazing. First of all, there's a weapon chest here for low levels. That's great. Here's a weapon chest right here at the Coliseum. Definitely a must visit, and it has energy links in it. The next thing is, when I triggered my Q, it activated this guy. Really easy guy to kill for my level, but maybe lower levels you'd get a lot of XP out of him probably. And as you can see here, it's just super easy to beat for me, but once again, if you're lower level, probably not going to be as easy. Still a cool little mini-boss. He does also drop his own loot, which does include energy links himself, and as you can see here, our little Morphic chest was just running all over the stage. That's where he's at. He's on the stage dancing around, being the dancing guy, and as you can see here, another gingerbread house. Like I said, lovely, lovely, lovely gingerbread houses. You'll never need to do a gingerbread house farm again if you just go get all the Morphic chests real quick. I mean, you're going to get so many of these dang gingerbread houses. It's not even funny, guys. But on to the next objective, and we are about halfway through the video, which means we are about halfway through all these chests, and I've already shown you a ton of them. The next one's going to be on this little beach area just at the end of this road here. We are making sure to mark it exactly where it is. Right there's where your objective marker is going to want to go. You're going to go ahead and hop on your bike and you go ahead and get the heck out of this stadium area, which is a little difficult to drive out of when, you know, there's all these stairs, so we have to walk out of there. But we will eventually be getting to the next area. Once again, I didn't even spawn my vehicle until we got to the road, and then it was just a constant game of getting around all these vehicles here, because there's just so many vehicles in this area. And as you can see here, we're going down through this tunnel now, and we're going to keep going down this road. There is the walking bus. That is my favorite walking bus. Best low-level acid farm there is that walking bus. He literally will sit down and never stop sitting down for you, which is amazing because he's just infinite acid, you know. But as you can see here, this here is the beach area that I was talking about. The Morphic Chest is right here. As you can see, you'll just have to look around on this beach for a little bit. You should find him super easy. It's actually just off the side of the road, so you just literally have to hop down there and hit Q and you will see the dang thing. But on to the next Morphic Chest here. Let's go ahead and get it on the map here. Right there on the side of the beach once again, but a little bit further down the beach this time. Let's go ahead and get there. We are just going to go ahead and take the beach itself because these beaches are connected, so might as well go to the beach the whole way. And as you can see, we actually went up the hill and then right back down into the beach for no real reason, but it was okay. And this one is actually in a very, very obvious spot. This one is so easy to get. If you miss this one, well, I don't know what to tell you, man. But as you can see here, we're just driving through the beach and all the water, and we had to swim through this area because it's so deep. But just past this little portion of the beach here, actually, is going to be the Morphic Chest, and we're almost there now, as you can see. And right here, you see that little shack there? We're almost in view. Right behind it, hit your Q button, and boom. Actually on top, my bad. Anyway, so he's on top. You're going to go behind it now. You can actually climb up onto this rock and then climb onto the roof and get to this Morphic Chest. Super duper easy. As you can see, another Morphic Chest in the Daytona WetLands area. I am going to show you at least the objective markers for all of these. There are like 2 chests that I will be skipping over just because I could not for the life of me. Well, one of these is the Love Island. So there's a chest on Love Island. I've marked it on the map. I'm not going all the way to Love Island. I do believe you have to swim or something like that. There may be some sort of bridge, but as you can see, it's not showing me a clear travel way. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to swim, and I just don't got time for swimming. And I honestly didn't care that much about, you know, low-level Morphic chests. But that one is right there, and probably super duper easy to find, because I think that's just like an empty field or something. But yeah, so on to the next one that we are going to be actually going to. That was the location for the last one, like the title of the video said, locations. I did skip like 1 or 2 because, well, yeah. But there is the next one marked on the map. As you can see, there's in the upper area of the map there. We are going to go ahead and travel. If you need to, go back and pause and see where I placed the marker at. But that is going to be the Morphic Chest location. We decided to take the beach here, which turned out to be a little bit of a mistake because we couldn't get like anywhere near the objective marker for way too much longer. And then we had to like shimmy ourselves up the side of the mountain and stuff. But eventually, we did manage to get ourselves to the new objective area, which is going to be where our next Morphic Chest is. We are getting through these. I promise you, eventually we will be at the end of this. But the next one's actually going to be at the Daytona Hospital, and if any of you know, this is actually one of the best places to farm activators. This hospital, and of course other hospitals which are higher level. But for lower level, this is one of the best places to farm activators, period. It's just a great activators farm. So we're going to go ahead and run through the hospital, run all the way up the stairs, run all the way up, run onto the roof, and then you're going to take the roof itself and you're going to travel onto the tower, because at the very bottom of the tower there is going to be a Morphic Chest, and that Morphic Chest is the one that we are after here today, guys. So as you can see here, we are still just fighting through all of the different areas, going through and getting all the activators we can. Like I said, I wasn't going to miss the opportunity to farm this place. I was already here. I figured I'd go ahead and get an activator farm in, because eventually I will be needing myself a lot of activators, because we're going to be doing a solo via Labs Monolith, which, yeah, and I'm not even going to challenge it until I'm level 50 and I have a full setup built, so we will see. But as you can see here, there's a storage chest over here onto the roof, but that is nothing compared to the Morphic Chest. Just up this ramp now and over to the right there is our Morphic Chest. Let's go ahead and claim it and then we're going to head on to the next objective area for the next Morphic chest that we are going to unlock here. As you can see there is a gingerbread seasonal goal completed again. This one I do believe was actually for the one I was working on, which was 10 Morphic chests. So we've opened 10 Morphic chests already. End of the video, guys. Just kidding. We're on to the next objective area now. So we did have to go ahead and kill some enemies here because they were, you know, being a little difficult. Also, once you're done with fishing, you'll just jump down this, head onto the highway. I'm going to go ahead and show you the next area to mark on your map while you're falling. And we're going to get to this next little objective. So the next objective actually is right beside this teleport tower. And being that it's right beside the teleport tower, I'm going to teleport home. And I'm going to teleport to the teleport tower. And then we're going to walk right over to the Morphic chest. This one's literally right beside a teleport tower, guys. This one's just, you have to get this one. This one's amazing. It's just right beside the tower. You just literally have to walk up the mountain just a little bitty bit, as you can see right here. Here we go. You see this little court area? Yeah, we're almost there. Also, there's a storage chest here with some more great materials for those of you who are of the level of Daytona WetLands, which is, once again, the new player area. Which, if you're a new player, man, you're really worried about Morphic chest early, but I do commend you because you're going to be getting a lot of Star Chrome earlier than other people. Well, as long as you get to Phase 4, and you should be at Phase 4 by now. But anyway, as you can see here, just back. Actually, it's not over here. It's, let's see where it was. I don't remember. Oh yeah, it's just over here. It's on the side of the mountain here. So I got a little confused. I thought it was like right behind there, but it's actually behind the building here. But as you can see, another Morphic chest here, guys. That is this one. On to the next chest now. We're going to go ahead and get it marked on the map. And look, another gingerbread houses. How many gingerbread houses do I really need? I mean, I guess you can't ever have too much. I don't really know, guys, but I have a ton. And that's all I have to say. Alrighty, and now we just jump straight down from the ledge from the teleport tower. We're going to be heading to the next one. We can literally almost jump from the tower to the next actual objective marker that we're going to for the next Morphic chest. These last few are relatively close together. I think there might be a couple more left that are like decently far away from each other. But this one's literally really close. It's like within 400 kilometers or something like that. It is not long at all to reach this one. And as you can see here, we are almost on this one now. Alright, and the next one is actually going to be located right here. I'm not sure, yeah, but the next one's going to be right here. So let's go ahead and get to this one now. I think I was just getting away from enemies or something there like that. I don't really know why I kept it in the video. But the next objective marker I actually tried to make was this one. I mean, I made that other objective, but this is the area we're actually going to. Is this area where the low has a quest at. That was the confusion there. We will be going to that next area I marked on the map after this one. So let's go ahead and get to this one. Low has a quest there. It's called something of theft. I'm sorry, my editor is really blurry when you try and watch it, and I record over, so anyway, as you can see here, there is an objective marker, so we're just going to head all the way to the furthest objective marker in this town. And like I said, this town is so full of vehicles, it's not even funny. But at the end here, there is a grocery store. You walk through this grocery store, and at first you'd think, oh, the grocery store, it must be in the store. No, it's on top of the store. Of course, that's where it would always be. So go ahead and follow the stairs all the way up, walk all the way up them, and at the very top of it, you will find yourselves the Morphic chest of Fable Dreams. So let's go ahead and get to this Morphic chest right here. There are a couple enemies here. And this area actually got a little bit annoying. I actually almost died in a really low level area just because of the flying enemies here. And I just kept trying to ignore enemies, and eventually it caught up with me. And as you can see right here, they just kept attacking me, so I ended up actually having to fight them off and take them out before we get on into the next area. Otherwise we were going to die, and then I was going to have to respawn and everything before we got to the next area. So yeah. But we are going to go ahead and get on into the next area objective just shortly after this. We're going to kill this plug and loot this chest real quickly just to show you this is what this chest gives, which, I mean, they all give about the same thing. You're mainly doing it for the seasonal objective anyway. I will be covering all the other regions of the map, but probably not next. I think I'm actually going to cover the other type of chest in the seasonal pass goals for Phase 4 so that we can get ourselves some more Star Chrome. But as you can see here, this one is now finished. And we're now going to be heading to that objective I showed you earlier, and then I just showed you now. And we are going to be headed there to go get our next Morphic chest. And I actually do believe most of this one is actually just going to be the drive there. And actually, I don't think it's really that far away, so we might not even speed it up. See, because I figured I had this sped up in the editor, but I look at it and it's not actually sped up. But we're just going to drive directly up the side of this hill here. This is one of my favorite things to do, is just to drive up the sides of hills. It makes it so easy to get to this place. It's like, it's just such a little cheat. It's like, man, I know I should have had to drive so much farther, but I drove up the side of the hill and now I'm good. But as you can see here, Morphic Chest right here. I do believe this is actually going to be the final Morphic Chest. Finally, the video is over, guys. But I do believe this is about the end of the video. Like I said, this has been Morphic Chest. Next up is the Mystic Chest for the seasonal goals. I will also mention that I have enough Star Chrome to buy another armor piece. But I'm out. See you. Keep it smoked. Bye.